Hi my crafty friends, it's Beverly here over at Crafting Chaos, and I'm here with another of the embellishment series videos. It's embellishment series 5, the beautiful bow. And as you can see, I've already dragged on some of shapes onto my mat and I'm just in the process of saving them. So once I've saved, I'm going to say OK. And the shapes on the right that you can see are what we're aiming to create with the shapes on the mat. So the first thing I've done is selected a fisheye shape, which you've just seen. I'm going to go to View, Properties, and then I'm going to first of all resize it to 4.66 inches by 1.88 inches, and that will give us the fisheye, and rotate at 90 degrees. So now we have an exact replica of the one that I already had on my screen, and I'm going to delete that one now, so I've got two, and duplicating that one so we've got exactly the same. What I'm going to do then is I'm going to hit the rectangle and duplicate that, and I'm going to make that 0.35 inches by 3.9 inches. And that's going to use to connect the two fish eyes together. That will be the centre of the bow. So I'm just lining them all up on the horizontal axes by selecting them all and then aligning horizontally. And I'm just going to make another copy of the fish eye because we will need that later. I'm going to make a copy of the rectangle as well. Then I'm going to highlight them all by dragging a box round and welding. I'm then going to duplicate the rectangle again, place it towards the end so that there's just a small amount sticking out of either end. I'm going to adjust it slightly so that there's roughly the same amount both ends, although it's not critical that these are absolutely equal. But we're going to go and centre them both again on the horizontal axis and weld. Now you can see we've got that sort of bow tie shape that when we fold in half towards the keepers, it will make the bow. So now I'm pulling on that shape, which looks like a 4-petaled flower, if you will, and I'm going to rotate it by 45 degrees so that I've got one of the petal type shapes, and I'm keeping it at the size that it came on at. Then I'm going to just move it across to the bow, or part of the bow, the fish eye. I'm going to edit and align them again on the horizontal, and I'm going to this time process the overlap and remove the overlap, and that takes a little clipping out of that bit. Now that bit's intended to go behind the folded over bow for a tail at the back of the bow. You'll see when I show you the picture later. So I'm going to need 2 of those, so I'm going to flip it, and that will be underneath the folded bow sticking out either side, if you can picture that. So the next thing we need to do is create the bow tails, if you will, so the ones that would hang down rather than going straight across in the same direction as the bow itself. So I'm going to resize those to 1.5-ish by 0.6-ish. So that's going to give us a rectangle big enough for the keeper that's going to wrap around that centre part of the bow. So when you've folded it up and you've stuck it down in the middle, the keeper goes round the middle, and those 2 smaller parts go underneath as like tails underneath the bow itself. Next we're going to do the tails. So I've got my rectangle, and it's I've got the kite shape now, which is what I'm going to use to cut out the sort of V-shaped notch at the end of there. And I'm just looking to show you where it is on the basic shapes, and there it is. So it's that one that you need. Bring it on, leave it as the size that it is, and rotate it by 90 degrees. So that's what you need, and you're going to put that up to the rectangle, and you are going to line them up on the horizontal axes and then you're going to process the overlap and remove the overlap, and that, as you can see, is giving us a notched out part for the bow. Again, you're going to need 2 of those, so I'm just putting some colour so you can see what they're looking like. I'm going to send it underneath, like so. I'm going to duplicate it, and that's the other way you can duplicate, and flip it on the horizontal axis. Again, send it to the back. And that's all the pieces completed now for the bow. So what we need to do now is just check what it's looking like. So obviously those other pieces underneath would be folded in, and you'd have those on top, and the darker pink would be underneath those. So you need to make sure now that you've saved your work, now that you've finished it, arrange the pieces on your mat, and you're ready to now cut your bow. Incidentally, once you've got it to this stage, although this will give you quite a large bow, what you can do is highlight everything that you need for your shapes, group them, and then make them any size you wish. So you can make them as small or as big as you like. So make sure that you've fully saved all the new parts of your work, and you're now ready to download to your preferred area. So you select download, hit your download button, save it to your USB or your computer, wherever you're saving it to, or you could, if you wanted, send it straight across by Wi-Fi if you have that option. Anyway, that's the end for this one. I hope you've liked the video. If you found it useful, please like, share and subscribe to my channel. Don't forget to tell your friends where to find me, and I'll look forward to seeing you in the next video. Okay? Thanks for everything. See you soon. Bye.